I said, but how can you be so sure that it's not a trapped nerve? How can you be so sure that it's not a trapped nerve because of my scoliosis and all of my hernias? And he looks at me and he says, but you don't have any hernias. And I'm like, what? I think I have one in my neck, but in all, he said, no, you don't have any hernias. So the pain is not from there. So that was also like a big thing of information to process, I suppose. Hector, you're scaring me now. But I think I'm gonna leave you guys with that, and I will see you when I'm heading off to my appointment for the blood test and the spinal tap to see what happens after that. Hi guys, so I'm home again. It has been a couple of weeks actually since my spinal tap, but before I continue with the vlog, I feel like I need to explain a couple of things that happened. So what they did was they did a spinal tap, and it was very complicated, borderline traumatic for everybody involved. So I have severe scoliosis, and I knew going in that it was going to be complicated, and I told the doctors and I told everybody that this is going to be complicated, and they were just like reassuring me that no, but we know what we're doing, you don't have to worry, this is routine, blah 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 blah. So they in the end punctured me, good girl, 6 times, and they tried to take out the spinal fluids to thank you to get what they needed to be able to test regarding the MS diagnosis and all of that. But what happened was that I suffered from what it's called like side effects from this procedure. So the following days I was in bed, unable to move. Every time I would try to stand up or just go from a lying position to a somewhat of a sitting position, if I were just to try to move my head, basically, I would faint from the pain, and I would start to vomit, and it was just horrendous. I even had doctors, we had to call the ambulance a couple of times. We had doctors coming to the house to give me injections to try and manage the pain. And after a week I decided to, or more than a week, was like 10 days after the procedure, I decided to go in to the emergency, and they admitted me, and I was in there for about 5 days before they finally released me. And they wanted to make sure that it was in fact the side effects that made me ill and not like an MS flare-up that had caused me to be so ill. So before I could leave, they had me do MRI, and I did that the morning of my release, and I left actually against doctor's orders, but I was fine to do so. My symptoms had subsided. So I did the MRI. I did not want to stay so many days. I didn't see my kids for 11 days. It was horrible. But I did, yeah, I will help you. I did manage to get a clip of me my last morning after I had my MRI, and then when we went to pick up the kids. So that's what I'm sharing with you guys today. I hope that you don't feel offended or scared watching it. This is my reality. This is what happened to me. If you are having a spinal tap, this will probably not happen to you. I'm one of the percentage, like the exception to the rule. Normally you can have a spinal tap successfully and you can leave the hospital after a couple of hours and you will be fine. So don't let this scare you too much, but this is what happened to me, and unfortunately this is my experience and what happened. So yeah, let's roll the footage of when I was released and I got to see my kids after being away from them from 11 days.
Bueno, señores, aquí tenemos a la paciente número 033 que va a irse a su casa. Por fin, after lunch.
Yeah, I had lunch.
They are disconnected. It's disconnected from
finally,
this
you can show it
freedom.
here. You can show it here. Finally, after being here, I was connected. This here, I was connected for 5 days, and this since this morning. And then they tried here also this morning. But in the end, they did the MRI this morning. Don't make them sick when they're watching. You can still. They did the MRI this morning, and this time they did it differently. This time they did with the contrast. So they put some kind of color in your vein in your vein for it to distribute, and then when they do the MRI, it's like they can see the things more clearly.
Okay.
And the doctor said that he's gonna give me a phone number to call tomorrow or the day after. We have to go. Yeah, because in theory I should not leave. They want me to stay here longer. They want me to stay here, I think, for the results. Pero no quiero yo. I want to go home now. It's like I was saying to Instagram that I didn't see the kids since last Thursday, but it's not correct because last Thursday was last week.
Hace 11 días que no ves a los niños.
It's 11 days without seeing the kids. And I feel like if he is kind enough to give me a mobile phone number to call for the results, I would do that. I don't want to stay here. I want to go home to them.
Good, very good, wonderful, marvelous.
And I want to shower.
Wonderful.
Shower.
Marvelous.
I think I haven't showered in
go to home.
9 days, maybe.
¿Aquí?
How long? I have been here for 5 days.
No.
This is the 5th day.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Llegaste el miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo, lunes.
It's the 5th day. 6th day.
6 days.
Oy. Okay, so it's the 6th day I'm here.
Yeah.
I thought it was the 5th day. That means that I haven't showered in como 8.
No,
like,
es el 5.
Es el 5, ¿no?
Sí, llegaste miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, domingo y ahora lunes. El 5.
Yeah, this is the 5th day, so it's like 4.5 days. But anyway, that means I haven't showered in like a week.
Cochina!
I haven't shaved my legs since 2 weeks, and I feel so excited to go home.
Natalie tampoco tiene braguita, la pobre, que bueno, están todos sucios.
Everything's dirty. You couldn't put the laundry.
Yo qué sé, me he enterado ahora de que no tenía que dicho, ponte braguita y dice, no tengo limpia, mira, está vacío.
Pluppies.
Bueno,
Okay, we have to fix
ponte
that.
una usada.
We fixed that.
Venga, ¿cortamos?
Yeah.
Venga, adiós.
We're gonna home sing the keys. So happy.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last. And I don't mind being gone.
I could not be more happy that we are finally out of the hospital. I got to see Natalie for a while, just us, and hug her and kiss her and all of that. And that was the moment that I have been waiting for the last 11 days. And now we are on our way to pick up Hector, and of course I had to come. And Natalie, what do you think? How do you think Hector is gonna feel when we pick him up? Do you think he's gonna be happy or sad? You think he's gonna cry?
No.
You think he's gonna be happy?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be happy, but I also think he's gonna cry because it's gonna be like a shock now.
No voy a llorar porque de felicidad.
You think he's gonna cry of happiness?
Yeah.
That's good. And I'm just so happy to have both kids home again. I miss them so much. I was now editing a little like a Instagram story to say that I'm out of the hospital, and I was starting to cry because I realized how much I had missed the kids. So this is gonna be very special to pick him up also now. What do you think? Are you happy I'm home?
Yes, of course.
Good. And Natalie, are you happy I'm home? Yeah. She has been making me presents, and she has been cuddling with me all afternoon, and I'm so happy. I'm so spoiled.
I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last.
Hola, Héctor.
I don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No,
¿Quién
no.
es,
The
Héctor?
best thing about it is I know I'm coming back.
Are you happy?
Oh,
Va a llorar.
of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why. I'm always feeling
Are you happy, Héctor?
homesick.
Héctor, mira.
I miss you so much. You want to go?
All I know, this is where my heart is. Oh, I have seen many places where the beauty never ends.
Are you confused?
Different
Are you
cities,
confused?
friendly faces, and perhaps I'm going back.
Mami.
I don't have to be chasing every dream that I have. Cause the thing is, I've got more love here than I can bear.
Of course.
Of all the magic
Dale
places in the
tiempo,
world
dale.
I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my
Qué
feet know
rico.
every brick and
Héctor,
stone. Could wear a
qué rico.
blindfold.